Hello everybody and welcome to Christmas Uncovered.
Today we'll be uncovering the heart of what Christians celebrate every year at Christmas, the story in the Bible about the birth of Jesus.
Here's a sneak peek of what to expect later on.
But first up, it's time for a game.
Can you spot what's real and what's fake?
Hello and welcome to the game show, Real or Fake. A picture will come up on the screen, and if you think it's real, put your hands on your heads, and if you think it's fake, put your hands on your hips. This picture shows a tennis match played 321 meters in the air. Do you think it's real or do you think it's fake? It's real! Here is a road sign that prepares drivers for the incredibly confusing crossroads up ahead. But is it real or is it fake? That one was fake. This next picture shows a woman who had a bird come to nest in her hair for 2 whole days. Is it real or is it fake? That one was fake. The next picture shows a very clever lizard who camouflages as a leaf. Real or fake? It's real! And finally, question 5. Now this is the sight to behold. Can goats really climb trees? What do you think? Is it real or is it fake? It's real!
The Christmas story in the Bible has so many different characters.
Mary,
Joseph,
the angel Gabriel,
the angel of the Lord.
the shepherds,
But for now, let's uncover the story of just 2 of them.
King Herod and the wise men.
Watch carefully. After Jesus was born, some wise men from the east came to Jerusalem.
Where is the baby who is born to be King of the Jews?
We saw his star in the east,
and I've come to worship him.
This was at the time when Herod was king. When Herod heard about this new king of the Jews, he was troubled, and all the people in Jerusalem were worried too. Herod called a meeting of all the leading priests and teachers of the law. He asked them,
"Where is the Christ to be born?"
They answered,
"In the town of Bethlehem."
The prophets wrote about this in the scriptures.
Then Herod had a secret meeting with the wise men from the east. He learned from them the exact time they first saw the star. Then Herod sent the wise men to Bethlehem. He said to them,
"Go and search for the young child, and when you found him, come back and tell me that I can go and worship him too."
The wise men left Herod and saw the same star they had seen in the east. When they saw the star, they were filled with joy. It went before them until it stopped above the place where the child was. They went to the house where the child was and saw him with his mother, Mary. They bowed down and worshipped the child. They opened the gifts they brought for him. They gave him treasures of gold, frankincense, and myrrh. And God warned the wise men not to go back to Herod. So when they left, they went home to their own country by a different way. Well, how good were you earlier on at making those real or fake decisions? Some of them were quite hard, and making decisions can be hard, choosing between two different things. In the Christmas story we just saw from Christian's special book, the Bible, the wise men had to make a decision. You see, they'd travelled all the way from some distant country somewhere in the east to Jerusalem, looking for the newborn King of the Jews. But when they got there, although they did find a king, King Herod, it wasn't the king that they'd been looking for. And Herod sent them on to Bethlehem to keep looking for Jesus, and told them when they found him to come back and tell Herod where he was, so that he could go and worship him too. But Herod wasn't really planning to worship Jesus. He was planning to kill him. So the wise men had to make a decision. What would they do? Would they obey Herod? Well, when they found Jesus, they worshipped him, and they gave him their gifts, and they were warned in a dream, and they didn't go back to Herod. They decided that Herod wasn't the most important king, wasn't the king worth worshipping and obeying. They decided that Jesus was, even as a tiny baby. And Christians all around the world today still believe the same as those wise men. They choose to worship and obey Jesus instead of anything else. And they give him their gifts, their praise and their love, not because Jesus needs them, but because he deserves them, because he's their king. And that's what Christians will remember this Christmas, the baby who is a king, who deserves to be worshipped and obeyed instead of anything else.
How amazing is the Christmas story? Imagine being a wise man and travelling miles and miles to go and worship a baby. I hope you enjoyed it, because now it's time for a quiz.
You have 3 questions in today's quiz and 10 seconds to see if you can get them right. When I've revealed each answer, you'll have a gift that I'll be revealing as well. See if you can guess it before I reveal it. Are you ready for your first question? The first question is, why did the wise men choose to go to Jerusalem? The answer is because they thought that the Messiah would have been born there. What was the first gift that was given to baby Jesus? The second question is, what did the king ask the wise men to do for him? He told them, when they found the baby, to return to him and tell him where they found the Messiah. Do you know the next gift that they gave baby Jesus? Are you ready for your third question? It is, after the wise men went to see baby Jesus, what changed their minds about returning to King Herod? The answer is, they had a dream that warned them not to return to King Herod. You ready for the final gift that the wise men gave baby Jesus? Are you ready? What do you think it is? Thank you so much for joining my quiz. I hope you got all the questions right. Don't worry if you didn't, I'm sure you tried your best. Goodbye!
Well, that's all we've got time for. Thanks for watching and uncovering Christmas with us. You'll have to watch episode 3 to keep uncovering the story of the shepherds and the angels.
And don't forget, you can always read the story for yourself in a Bible. And if you don't have one, you can find it online.
But for now, we just need to say Happy Christmas and goodbye.